Invasion angle.
Oh, fuck, man, my head hurts. I'm so fucking hungover from that Wrestlemania. Episode 62. I hope it's
Wow.
62. We were trying to figure that out a couple of seconds before we came on.
Yes.
Just
If
kidding.
you can
We
hear me
know what
crunching,
episode.
it's because I'm eating beaver nuggets from Bucky's.
Yeah. And if you hear anything from me, it's gonna be me sipping my new drinks that I'm gonna premiere today and giving zero fucks. And why do I say zero fucks? Because I got RC zero sugar. I've been waiting for this fucking day to come because RC cola is already kind of off the radar for a lot of people. But since I've been no sugar type guy, finally I can have an RC cola again, and we're gonna see it
Mm.
in real time. And wow,
Yeah.
And
delicious.
what I got
It was
here
pretty
is
good.
I got a Crush grape soda, and I'm wearing my Orioles shirt because we crushed those Yankees.
Wow.
Wow. You did get take 2 out of 3. You
It's true,
did.
yeah.
But all that I care about, Judge kept his stats up,
It's true.
MVP. And
Now we're here to talk about WrestleMania, and you heard it here last.
yeah,
Yep.
you heard it. Exactly.
Now, now
Everyone wants to be
they had so much fatigue, you know what I mean? And now it's like I think they're ready to talk about it again.
We
yeah,
had clear heads.
everyone's always
Yeah.
Monday quarterbacking and stuff, all stuck in their fucking heads. And that's why I got 7 Up,
Oh
Endless
shit!
Summer, watermelon and
How many
strawberry
drinks do
soda.
you have?
Was Endless Summer, just like an endless WrestleMania.
How's that one?
Well, typically I'm not a watermelon fan, but watermelon and strawberry together works out pretty well. So yeah. So anyways, you guys might notice something else. I don't have a vape in my hand.
Oh wow!
Good for
Why,
you.
Yep.
John? Why?
I started again.
Because you know why? Because I got Zins, the Swedish illegal ones that are 11 milligrams.
Now where
Violet
did
licorice.
now where did you get those?
I got a
You can get
guy.
them online.
Well,
That's where a
No,
lot
you
of the
can't
vape
now.
stores get
the
them.
tariffs, the tariffs.
You can't get the 11 milligrams online. They try to
Whatever, dude. I can do whatever I want.
11 milligrams violet licorice. It is delicious. I don't take the licorice, but I taste the violet. And yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow, sounds delightful. I had some
Well,
black cherry
yeah.
from like the Swedish kind or whatever.
Swedish.
It was
Swedish.
Swedish. It was gnarly.
Yeah.
Now we aren't only talking about WrestleMania. We will talk about GCW during
GC dub.
WrestleMania weekend.
Yep.
We'll
It is.
probably cover Dynamite for a small amount of time.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do a fucking quiz, dude. Who knows?
Yeah.
Wow. We should do a quiz.
But first up is WrestleMania Night 1. And
Yes,
some
it
say the match at WrestleMania opened this card. It was
And that
Jey
was-
Uso versus Gunther.
Yep. It was the match of my dreams. And it ended
Yeah.
exactly the way, you would expect it to end. If you're insane.
Go ahead. Do you even remember how it ended, Jason?
He choked Gunther out.
That's
Gunther
true.
tapped. It was pretty weak.
He tapped almost immediately. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the contrarians to that would say, listen, bro, look at the past when he faced Ilya Dragunov. That's how he won. He choked Gunther out. So that's his actual weakness. Gunther is his own chokehold. You got to use his own moves against him. It's the only way you can defeat him. He's like a Bowser. So that's their
Like a
explanation.
Bowser.
But what was their explanation for the rest of their shitty fucking match that was so slow and just fucking Monday Night Raw that should have ended in a DQ? You
Well,
know,
to
like
quote Paul Levesque, before the pay-per-view even happened, he was saying, "Oh yeah, Jey Uso is not the most talented in ring. He's maybe not the best, but he's charismatic and the crowd likes him."
I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen the Usos and both of them have amazing matches. Seen him have a single match, but like I think it was just like anything was better than last year, Jay versus Jimmy. So I guess
Yeah.
everyone was just kind of like, yeah, it was like a kind of a shit Mania match, but better than
You know,
last year.
it's okay to be just a fucking phenomenal tag team wrestler. You don't got to do singles, guys.
Yeah. So,
You
and
know what
my
I
thing
mean?
is, yeah, my thing
Yeah.
is like, you could call it like maybe a 2.75 3-star match because it had like
Yeah.
some length. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't a world heavyweight title Mania match, you
Yeah.
know? And Gunther is next level. I mean, yeah, and like before he did the chokehold, he hit him with the power bomb too, and that was pretty fucking cool. Then he did 3 Uso splashes, but it was just like the build up and the ending was Act 3 was garbage. I don't know. It was just kind of I just didn't expect the ending to come so fast too. Like the build up to it, I thought there'd be a couple maybe reverses or something. I don't know. I don't know. It reminded me of like a bunch of like a Brock Lesnar match at certain points. You know what I mean? Of just hitting like fucking finishers the whole time. So, and that's just not necessary when you got two guys that I always thought Jay was been decent, but
Yeah.
I've seen some amazing matches with him and Jimmy, and it's not like they're Siamese twins in there fucking
Yeah.
wrestling, holding each other. They're doing it on their own, But
Vinky?
Now Gunther. Okay, I do like the Boros
I have a
twins.
question. I have a
Is what I
question for
call
you
them.
guys, though. You know how Jay is like my comparison to the Usos in AEW would obviously be like probably FTR and just as far as level of proness.
Oh, okay, not like style.
No, that's not just level of proness.
Okay.
Like, but do you think like Dax, they've tried to have him do kind of single stuff in here. Do you think he could ever get to a level where he actually has a singles title? Or
No.
right, he would
I
have
think
to have
I
a
think
yeet
he
gimmick,
I
right?
think he can if they really wanted to. I just don't see the point.
I just don't know if he could get
Yeah.
over though by himself as far as his character and stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you think
Yeah.
he could get a gimmick the way that Uso Jay has, and like also the Bloodline storyline really propelled everyone a part of it too. So that was because I mean, leading to the Bloodline, the Roman Reigns versus Jay matches, those two matches of pay-per-views were fucking awesome. So I know he can wrestle well singles, and Gunther's one of the best in the world in the ring. So I don't know. You guys dropped the
Maybe
ball.
he can only wrestle Samoans,
Yeah. Who
which is
was
actually
who,
not true
yeah,
because Uso versus
yeah.
Uso is dog shit.
Yeah, that was the biggest piece of shit I've ever seen in my life, dude. And I've seen some big ones. All right, next match.
It
Next
is
match
the War
is
Raiders versus the
versus
New
the New
Day.
Day.
Now,
Stop
all right,
stepping on my lines, Chris.
what was the next match? I'm mad. I don't know. Does anyone
Come
have
on, man.
anything?
Wait, was it? Hold
It
on.
was. It was.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought
Jason.
yeah, I got so confused because
Jason has it up.
Yeah, the War Raiders lost their titles to the New
To
Day.
some tomfoolery.
and we were right about that.
It's
We were
true.
right about the first two matches actually, and there was some tomfoolery for
No,
sure.
I think I might have picked Gunther just to have fun with it. I don't
Just
remember.
to just to have some fun.
Just to feel something.
Just to feel. Did you pick Gunther? I could see you doing that.
I don't fucking remember. I'm
Do you feel?
hungover from
Do you
WrestleMania still.
do you feel alive now? Do you did that make you feel alive?
But the
Yeah.
New Day
So
did.
that was a nine
Yeah.
minute match. It was what we said it would be, like basically a fucking Raw SmackDown match, and like, all right, great. It was 2.5, 2.75 stars, whatever.
I was like, thank you, next.
Yeah. And then the next was actually I enjoyed this. I thought this went beyond my expectations for me was Jade Cargill
Oh,
against
man.
Naomi.
Actually, yeah, I did like
Yeah.
this match.
Yeah.
Maybe because I'm a Naomi fan.
Yeah. I thought Jade looked good. I thought they both put together a good match. What was their time for that? Probably
Probably,
yeah, 9 minutes. They
yeah,
did around the same as the previous match for the tag titles, but it was actually looked more like a pay-per-view match,
yeah.
and they got their shit in and and it's also just a singles match too, like tag team match. You've got four people and 9 minutes is fucking shit for a tag team match, but Yeah, I give that a thumbs up. And then the next match was the Werewolf Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight. And yep, you got the rest of these, Jason. Don't
What were
worry.
your thoughts on his werewolf mask, guys?
I don't even remember it.
I thought
It
it
was
was
made.
cool.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of cool. People were saying it looked kind of cheap, but I mean, that's a werewolf
Oh,
mask
that
for
was the
you.
thing with the lat weight. Not to Let's backpedal because
Yeah.
Anyway,
the New Day match and the War Raiders match was like sponsored by like Clash of Clans, and I was like, why the fuck they wearing these goofy ass costumes? Because I thought they were supposed to be like
yeah,
intimidating Vikings, but I was like, oh, they're supposed to look like cartoon characters.
the
Yeah.
amount of
That's like
ad stuff was kind of crazy
yeah,
between the
this was
dude wipes guys walking around, the drumstick man,
yeah. Stone
the
Cold turned
other
down
one,
$1 million from Logan Paul to wear the Prime suit.
and he was
He doesn't
upset
need
that
it.
Logan
Well, did
said stuff about it.
he wasn't really upset. Yeah, you could cut. Well, he was on Ariel Helwani. He was just. I don't even think he knew that Logan said that yet or anything. And
What did
he was
Logan
just
say?
he just brought up the fact that Stone Cold turned down wearing
Oh,
a
okay,
Prime
okay,
outfit
okay.
for offered him $1 million, and Stone Cold was just kind of like yeah usually talks about business and money. You keep that behind the scenes. You don't really talk about that.
Yeah.
And then making Stone
I mean,
Cold
fair
sound
enough.
like Sling Blade, but whatever. It's not my fault. That's my Stone Cold voice
French
sounds like Sling
fried
Blade.
taters.
Yeah, and but yeah, Stone Cold seemed pretty a little annoyed, but he was just like, whatever. That kid's fucking green, whatever. I'm gonna go. He's got his kitties, dude. Macho and Pancho. They did. Pancho's the man.
Yeah, he
You
does
know,
have cool
he's
cats.
yeah. What is he doesn't give a
All right.
shit.
Well, how do we feel about this LA Knight Fatu match then?
I loved it. You know, it was definitely it could have been a little bit better, yeah, but I had a good time. I'd say it's like it was felt like it was kind of a Mania match.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I was like, this is fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't like hate it. It didn't like blow my mind, but it was good. I give
I
it a
think
thumbs up.
I
It was
I
like
think
that
enjoyable.
that's
Fatu won.
the theme of
I do too.
night one. You
Oh
know,
yeah, night one was a stinky.
yeah.
Yeah, but I thought this was the second best match that night. Um, which we kind of
Uh,
said we figured it
I
would
think I
be.
know what your favorite match of the night was. It was probably
no.
this next one, El Grande Americano defeating Ray Fenix.
Well,
Mm,
that was my favorite as far as enjoyable, but it wasn't the best rated match in my mind, but I loved it. And
Yeah,
I wish they did more with that one.
yeah. Well,
yeah,
I
I
wish they
feel
did
like it
more
was
with that.
short.
Yeah, and how does Triple H not like have him introduced by like I don't know, Trump or something, or bring JD Vance out dancing with his eyeshadow? I don't know. You know, like
Linda
why
Or
even.
just Bone Yang as
Bone
JD
Yang?
Vance.
Yeah, any of them. Yeah, we can just Alec Baldwin
That
as
would be
Trump.
pretty
He could
good.
use some money. I'm sure Alec Baldwin would love to have a few moments away from his wife. You know, that's what
Yeah.
he's, but he kind of deserves this. He deserves to be like basically
Tell
imprisoned
us how
by
you
that
really
woman.
feel.
No, Alec, blink twice if you want your brother Steven to come save you.
Yeah.
Yeah, blink 3 times if that'd be even worse if your brother Steven saved you.
I thought it was kind of weird that, you know, it was going to be Rey Mysterio and then it's Rey Phoenix and it's
He got
not
injured. He
really.
got it. He got
Yeah,
injured.
yeah, yeah. It was an actual
I
injury
know,
on
but like
Stokes.
there wasn't a lot of like announcement of that, you know.
Well, yeah, because it did kind of suck. Like
I mean,
it was that week, last minute
it
thing.
was a 24-hour period. He got injured Friday
Mm,
night. WrestleMania was the next day.
Yeah, in SmackDown they had I think a 3 versus 3 match, or it was a
Yeah,
single. Uh,
it was a 3-on-3.
yeah, the trios and like yeah, with all the cool luchas and everything. But yeah, IDK. I liked it. I mean, Ray Phoenix. It was cool that he got to kind of do his thing with the crowd. Would I have liked more than 7 minutes and 55 seconds? Yeah,
Mhm.
because but those guys cooked and like they do AEW style matches, and that's why Chad Gable's the man because he can do that. He can do a lot of these wild ass spots that some of these guys just aren't used to in
I just
WWE.
think
And
it's not even that they're not used to. It's just like they just don't do that.
yeah, and they don't look to do
yeah.
it, but I think like it's now that the luchas can get away with it with trips in WWE because
Yeah,
like that's now what lucha style looks like. It's next level, you know, and it's like Japanese wrestling and lucha has just like elevated, you know, this country so much. And you can thank the indies, you can thank AEW for crossovers with those companies and bringing them in. And of course, WWE's brought people in like Shinsuke and like that and stuff like that in the past, but they don't let them. Triple H is the first to like let these guys cook a little bit with like what they've done on the outside. You know, Vince would just, you know, bring that
Yeah.
all down and be like, no,
I
no,
mean, look, they bought an entire company just so they could get one guy in
you.
Vikingo.
I'm pretty sure they
Yeah,
wanted Alberto Del Rio.
they fired him right away, which I'm glad. He was the first. I mean, Triple H. I don't think he ever
I
liked
don't
him
know if
anyway.
is
So
that true? Has that been proven to be true?
I think it's true.
yeah,
I'm
he was
not.
like,
I
yeah,
would
yeah, he
believe
was,
it.
yeah, he was, yeah. That's why he wasn't at the little announcement thing for it. He was the champ. They don't want him anything. They don't want him a part of it, and they don't. No thanks. And he fucking sucks now. He just gets gas, and he's an idiot. Fuck that guy.
Didn't he throw a chair at an audience member too?
Yeah, he's
I
a
mean,
fucking
that's like
idiot.
the least worst thing he's done.
No,
Yeah,
I know, but that
exactly.
like just
Like,
happened.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
he'll be in the. I don't even think CMLL wants his dumbass. He'll probably be in like
No. Yeah.
what is that, WWC, World Wrestling Council, the Puerto Rican company run by the Colones. But even
No,
that
he'll probably
is
join.
working. Yeah.
I know this is probably for rapid fires, but he'll probably join Real American Freestyle
Oh my,
Wrestling.
yeah.
Yeah,
Jason's got the background right
I
now.
got my
He might as
I don't
I'm
even
fine.
know.
It does make sense that like after getting booed so many times, like by the WWE universe, that like, oh, finally you're gonna start doing some Hollywood whole heel stuff. Like, should have did that fucking during that promo, but he's not quick with it anymore, and he doesn't have Vince giving him all of his ideas. So
I'm just
Vince
glad
and I
Eric
guess,
has something to do with
um,
himself now.
well, he's been doing
And dude,
MLW, which is cool.
the
I don't know
third
if he's
guy, who's the third man, who's
he's a
held
fucking
many
idiot.
championships.
No, yeah, what titles? When they announced that guy, I was like, who the fuck is that? Like Ziggy something or Iggy?
Iggy. Iggy
Iggy
Pop.
Iggy fuckface? Like, and everyone's like, wait to the third guy. And it's like
It's
no one
Iggy
knows who he is.
Martinez.
Who the fuck is he? Who is that? I didn't even want to Google his name and waste my time because like I don't know who it is, and it's just like it just pisses me off. Like, cause I thought, how do you not have Kevin Nash a
You
part of
don't
it?
know
But
who
Kevin
he
Nash
is,
was like,
dude. He's the co-founder of Real American
Freestyle
yeah,
Wrestling.
Freestyle Wrestling.
yeah, and this is like real wrestling. It's like it's
He's
just gonna
also
be
the
guys.
co-founder of PNL Wrestling, whatever that is, which
Oh, so it's
is
Come on,
it's
guys.
also it's like for young folks that are it's one of those
Ped-
leagues.
pedophile.
Youth
Oh,
wrestling.
so yeah. This is such a good idea. Everyone's gonna buy pay-per-views to watch fake wrestling. You know?
fake amateur wrestling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
what's
it's
it?
real because there's a winner. Like, yeah, oh yeah, it's so cool. Their pins aren't they're stupid. Let someone do a mommy pin and then fucking call me and I'll watch that. But it's cool. It's cool to watch some high school wrestling. But after that, it's just like if you're not in the WWE or AEW or something, it's just like that's not professional. You fucking idiots. See you later.
Hey man, I don't know.
What's the?
If Eric Bischoff's getting involved, it's got to be good.
Oh
What's the?
yeah,
What's the
yeah.
next match?
Because he doesn't even have to do this. He's got so much money now, working as like a mortgage
Yeah.
guy for fucking Flair's, nephew. No, sorry, his
Flair
son-in-law.
the Vape Company.
Flair's son-in-law, Conrad Thompson, who's actually pretty cool. I like Conrad. I really do. And people should leave him alone.
Next match is Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair.
Can
It was
we
pretty
insert the
good.
what? The fuck? What the fuck? What?
It was just like two wrestlers who had like zero chemistry.
Yeah.
I feel like Charlotte was literally just sandbagging her the whole time and just fucking that match up for her.
Yeah,
Honestly,
that's what it seemed like.
it like seemed too fucking obvious that like there was just like so many parts where like and Charlotte would slow it down and her momentum and stuff And like all the mistakes in that match and botches were because of Charlotte, and like clear as day. It wasn't even like, oh, it was both. No, it's just Charlotte. Like I thought it was still like a decent match even because of that, but like the ending, there was like 2 or 3 botches, and I'm just like, she just tried to kill it. And like I was watching this clip too, um, of just like a lot of different parts of the match where you can see like Charlotte's just like trying to be dead weight for her too, where like Tiffy has to like get her up and do other stuff. Like she's not really helping as much. And that's, I mean, that's stuff they've said about Charlotte in the past. I mean, and then like those are some of the things that like are shoots in WWE, and they turn it into works. But like, yeah, I don't know. She's pissed off a lot of people, and like they go along to storyline with that, but that's how it is. And you know
Yeah.
what? And I don't. She just came back, and like her promos weren't even that great, honestly. And she just because she came back like thinking she was going to be a face, and Tiffany was still going to be at the
Hey
heel or
man,
whatever. But she got
if
booed so
only
bad that she had to turn heel. So she had to do what that guy's behind you is doing, Hulk.
only there
Charlotte's turning.
was
Yeah,
a speed champion that could, help her get that momentum up.
yeah. I used to love Charlotte, but she's done nothing but let me down.
Yeah, I mean, if you
Nothing
listen to the
but
last
break my
episode, you're
heart.
talking about how excited you are for her to win,
I had Tiffy
all this
winning. Get the fuck
stuff.
out of here. I chose Tiffy to win.
He
I
chose
watched.
Tiffy.
I chose Tiffy. I saw she's the new Charlotte. We don't need you anymore, Charlotte, because I don't want your half-ass fucking efforts trying to sandbag Tiffy the future because you're jealous.
Yeah, I think she
Whatever.
needs to do some soul searching.
Yeah, and when you at the same time you're breaking my boy Andrade's heart. Excuse me. Excuse me. How dare you? How dare you?
And that brings us to the final match of night one. That is Seth Rollins defeated Roman Reigns and
Don't.
CM Punk.
And this is what I predicted last show, but I'm not allowed to not pick CM Punk because I'm a psychopath, and I still think wrestling's real when CM Punk is in. But that's what I figured. It's just like, as I said the last episode, when I told you guys to watch Lucky Number 11 because you didn't understand the reference, the Kansas City Shuffle. You're looking
Yeah,
right here the
I'm
whole
glad that
time.
we watched
Punk
it.
Roman, Punk Roman,
Yeah.
Punk Roman, Punk Roman. Seth is over here. Dan, 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 Dan. Ah, he is the Messiah. And then, we can. What do you guys think about, now that we're on that subject before we hop into this match, about Braun Breaker joining him and Paulie the next night?
I like it.
I like it too. Do you think we've kind of talked about this too, even last week before? Do you think the end game is that they're going to conjoin with The Rock, Cena, and Travis Scott and make like the ultimate sick fuck group?
Um,
Maybe.
no.
Might be worth it to have them be against each other at some point.
Well, or make it seem like that, and then they can join, and then because then you have a full civil war where it's like, all right, now you have Cody and Punk are going to have to team up. Randy is joining them to team up, and then all of a sudden that three helps them overcome, one of those groups, and then they combine, and then that's when Drew McIntyre, even though he's had a lot of beef with Punk and all them, he knows that like those fuckers are even worse. So then he joins along, and that's huge. And
Yeah.
then
You know,
Sammy, so and Roman Reigns, obviously the whole. So the thing about Roman, Cody, and CM Punk having a team up, the first thing that's going to happen is Roman and CM Punk are going to have to do a tag match against Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. That's probably going to be a Backlash. I would say that's probably what they need to set up.
You said versus Reigns?
I was
I
saying
heard,
Roman Reigns and CM Punk.
yeah, but I heard Reigns is gonna take time off again.
That's what they always say. He was supposed to be out of WWE like 3 years ago. So I don't. And they also do that stuff too, so you don't think about stuff like that. But that's why I don't know if it'll be a Backlash or a future pay per view. They save that for because that's a huge match. I mean that could be something for the 2 nights of SummerSlam. Now that they have 2 fucking nights this year, so that could literally be
Yeah,
wait a
maybe.
night. You had night one like that, and you had night two with Cena versus, I don't know. You're
Punk.
doing Cena, or that's why I don't know. I think it'd have to happen before then because Punk would have to be in that match because I think that's what you want at SummerSlam, Punk Cena.
Summer of
But
Junk.
Summer of Junk, and yeah, and I'll be up there for that.
Damn.
Just and yeah, we're definitely going Invasion angle to one of the nights of SummerSlam, and we're
I'll
gonna
have to
do
collect
They're
five hundred
doing two
dollars for
nights.
a nosebleed.
listen, we're as a crew, we're gonna do at least one night. The Invasion night, like now that we have Billy's Crystals, our proud sponsor, I think we'll be all right. Um, and I'll get into that next episode. We've got a whole commercial for Billy's Crystals.
I'm still waiting for the check from Jay White's butt wipes to come in, and I just don't
Yeah,
understand
it's
what's.
yeah, we're gonna have to take that to civil court because that's something to do with collections. It's I think they went bankrupt basically, and they owe a lot of people just like us. So
Yeah, probably
yeah,
because he got injured.
yeah,
Guys, I'm excited to talk about night two because I was right about the
we
first match.
we
You didn't
yeah,
even watch it, dude.
What?
you didn't
Yeah, I
You weren't
did.
even
even watching live.
yeah.
Yeah, I
So wait, what
was.
did yeah? So first of all,
What do you
the
mean?
to end night one, what did
In
you
night
think?
one.
What did you think about? So what did you think about the overall match though?
It was a great match. I just
Yeah,
like
I thought it was
I
pretty
thought
fun.
as just like an
uh,
outsider who doesn't watch WWE that much, I just don't give a fuck about Paul Heyman.
yeah,
I don't like him,
Fair.
yeah,
Like they would never
it
do
was a
that
great
with
match.
Don
yeah,
Callis. You know what I mean?
yeah. Yeah, that was probably
It's
that
just
was
like
the best match for the weekend, right?
no.
Overall.
I think the women's triple threat was.
Yeah, that was up there. We'll get into that.
I just like don't like Paul Heyman being such a like one of the
Commodity.
biggest characters in WWE. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about Paul Heyman.
Yeah. Those low blows were hilarious at least.
Yeah, those were funny.
Yeah, the grinding.
The grinder.
Yeah, well, I said the low blows. You could tell the one he did for Roman, he was more like pissed off and like really went in on it. And then Punk, you could see he like does like the fake crying thing where he's like upset and felt bad about it.
Mhm.
But so it shows he's got some hate for the tribal chief. How dare you, Paulie? How dare you do that to the tribal
I was
chief?
hoping Tommy Dreamer would come out and take care of business once and for all.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. What can you do, dude? Yeah, he should have kayfabe came out and shot him for sure. Ah!
David LaGreca might do that to The Rock soon.
They did it with like the Pillman Stone Cold angles, so why not do it again? But yeah, let's go to night two. How do we
Night two
open up?
started off with a glorious triumphant win from Io Sky, defeating Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, I could definitely
It's
this is
Io
the
Mania.
best match this night. It might have been I say you could probably say it's the best match of the weekend, you know? Because it's hard though, because like the other triple threat from the night before, it's like they were very different matches.
Yeah,
Like that match was like so predicated on storyline the night before. Not that there was a storyline in the women's triple threat, but it was just very, very predicated on that. And like the ending was you were waiting to see where the story went, not to like and
yeah.
that was the surprise, not the win. Because it didn't really matter who fucking won that match. It was for
Yeah,
nothing.
who'd you guys say was gonna win, by the way?
I
Wait,
picked Seth.
I picked Punk because I predicted Seth would win, but I can't pick against Punk
Yeah.
because
I
over
should have
there,
picked Roman.
over there, we do it once.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah. So
that triple threat night two was pretty great. I'm happy to see my girl EO win, and I'm just glad that I could stick it to you guys and be right about something for once.
yeah, you were right. I don't. So I guess I have other plans, but like I thought Bianca should have won and turned complete heel that night. And I guess they're waiting to pull the trigger on that or whatever. Because she should realign with Naomi, who's a psycho now, that wears just like caution tape outfits, you know. idk.com/COUK. But yeah, it was awesome. I don't know. And they only had 14 minutes to rip that match, and they did everything with every moment. And I don't know. I loved it.
Yeah,
And
unique
W,
finish. Yeah,
yeah. And this was like a big thing for the weekend. It was just like, it's talking day before with the Jade Cargill match with Naomi. Like they went above expectations, and I thought this match was gonna be good, but it was fucking next level. It for sure was. And a lot better way to start Mania this fucking day,
yeah.
and which led to a match that we kind of going into Mania didn't give a fuck about.
The Sin City Street Fight with Drew
And
I
McIntyre
feel like I was distracted
defeating
while watching this.
Damian
yeah,
Priest.
above or below
I gotta be honest,
expectations.
I don't remember what happened in this one. I just
Yeah,
remember he took a selfie.
I'm with Jason. I don't remember a goddamn thing. Um,
Yeah, the one that was
I don't
always
know.
when we
But
were
I
because
guess
we were.
it met expectations.
Yeah, it wasn't like we were live chatting this while this match was on, and the only part that we commented about that like stuck out to us that was funny was at the beginning of the match when he did the selfie and literally posted it on Instagram like live
Yeah.
on pay-per-view. I was like, that's funny, but then you know, we're gonna do an announce table spot. We're gonna
And you're like, yeah,
do
that's funny. Time to go back to the Slam app.
yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do
Open some
that.
packs.
Hit a couple of guys with a wiffle ball bat. Get out of here. And
Mm.
I appreciate the trips only made it 13 minutes. All right. Thank you. I was waiting for thank you. You could have made it 10 and had the commercials come on sooner, but whatever.
Yeah.
But
Ooh, that actually was the worst part about Mania. Was that one
no.
that one commercial that happened like 80 times during night one?
Yeah, that was fucked up, dude.
Which
But this
was?
match, yeah.
Was it Michael? Who was it? Was it Anthony Mackie? Like a TV show?
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I forget what that show is. They couldn't even they couldn't even put that in our subconscious subliminally. That's how bad it was. I'll
Yeah,
never
fuck that.
watch it.
It was a Peacock show.
Yeah, you guys wasted your fucking money with that ad space.
Yeah.
Durr! Um, but yeah, the next match was
Oh, it's for Twisted Metal?
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
okay.
Dude,
I
we
actually like
do give
Twisted
a shit
Metal.
about that because
Yeah,
come
We
but
on,
do.
dude.
not if
Samoa
you
Joseph.
show me the commercial 20
Yeah,
times
that's
in
why
a
I guess
4 hour period.
I guess that's why we deleted it from our minds because we had trauma from that fucked up experience.
Yeah.
How dare they?
This is another match that I was totally right about. You guys are
You
dumb.
were
So
you were on
fucking
point.
dumb. Anyway, Dominic Mysterio defeated Braun Breaker, Finn Balor, and Penta by pinfall. Just like I said he would. It's Dom's time, dude.
Yeah, that was amazing, and the overall I don't think they expected the crowd to because he's had so much heat. Everyone boos Dom, so I think they thought when he lost it would just be tons of boos and shit. But
When he won.
yeah, yeah. Sorry, when he won, it
Yeah.
would be like tons of boos, and yeah, it was awesome because you could see during the match like the crowd just fucking was fucking with Dirty Dom, and like every
Yeah.
single time. But I also think that was probably Tripp's idea too that he could put him over as a face with this because they've already made Finn Balor kind of the enemy in the Judgment Day and clashing with them, the dickhead, and like Dom and Liv and Raquel have been chill as fuck, and they have that division in the group. So I think I think it was really smart booking, and I think that's kind of what Triple H wanted and expected for them to freak out and like want Dom to win. But I don't think he thought to that level. But I thought that was like a Mania moment. When you talk about,
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think that's the only Mania moment of the whole weekend. I
Twisted
guess
Metal.
Hey,
I get
dude, if you really think that was the only
Twisted
Mania
Metal.
moment of the weekend, then I'm going to skip ahead to the next match, and it is
Well,
Randy
that
Orton
and
versus Joe Hendry.
I believe in Randy Orton. I mean, give
That was a
Joe Hendry
Mania
more than
moment
3 minutes, dude.
for
Come
the TNA
on.
marks.
Yeah, they all cheered. I mean, all the WWE universe likes him from NXT, and
Hey
he's
man, he
just
got
gone.
3 minutes and 10 seconds. Okay, it's a lot
Yeah,
more than a lot of people.
I would last less for Randy Orton. All I'm saying.
yeah, yeah.
He's the Viper, baby. Am I right?
Am I right? Yes. Yeah. It was fun. It was cool, and I would Mania needs little fun, random things like this, and I'm kind of happy it was just like something more fun for Randy.
Yeah, this was
For
kind of
like,
like Butterbean versus Bart Gunn.
they got like, yeah, they did a couple moves, got a little shit in, and then Randy did the Joe Hendry thing at the end where he like stood in the middle of the ring and did like the turnaround, which I thought was funny, and then he did like
That would be
his
funny
pose.
if they never booked Joe Hendry again, but just gave his gimmick to Randy Orton.
Yeah, yeah. I believe in Randy Orton, and they fire him from
There's
TNA.
there's zero payoff. Yeah.
Yeah, and yep, WWE is never gonna work with TNA again. We just shit on your belt. Have a good day. They treated that
Wow.
belt like it was I don't know.
He was on
Oh,
TNA this week. Joe Hendry was he?
yeah, yeah. He was attacked by Trick Williams. Oh, not
Yeah,
Yeah,
TNA,
after
NXT. On
after
it.
he beat Kaz.
Yeah, he had a pretty good match for Kaz.
Yeah.
Kaz is our boy. We'll always
And
love
he
him.
did the attitude adjustment into table with Kaz.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool spot. Kaz exploded that fucking
His name's
table.
Frankie Kazarian, dude. You're not gonna make me call him that, and I'm tired of it.
Yeah, he's Kaz. So the boys call him, dude. So the boys in the back. Hey, Kaz, go over here. Hey, Kaz over there playing the guitar, man. You know, he plays the
Moving
guitar.
on. Moving on,
He,
we got Logan
he,
Paul defeats AJ Styles, which I
I
know John
enjoyed it.
popped for this.
I popped for it. I enjoyed it.
I
They did
don't.
a lot of badass spots. Could have been better, yeah. I thought it didn't. That this didn't reach my expectations, which were very high, but it was okay.
Yeah, I
But
don't
the
know.
Mav won, baby, with the pulverizer, the coolest finisher going right now, baby. You know it's a awesome finisher. You know it
Yeah, I liked
is.
how Hangman did the buckshot lariat recently on Kyle Fletcher on Dynamite. It was pretty good. He
Yeah,
did
it's
the
almost as
thing
good as
where
Logan's.
he like jumped over the turnbuckle and did it and then did it again. You know?
He has to do
They're just
something
falling
because
asleep, dude.
Logan was doing better than him. He doesn't like to hear that, but Pat McAfee during this match called it the buckshot lariat for Logan.
did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he called it the fucking buckshot lariat, and I'm sure like people in his headphones like, you don't say that. Y'all don't fucking say that.
What if Hangman takes Logan's finisher?
I don't think he can pull it off.
What's his finisher?
The
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 pulverizer.
pulverizer, idiot!
We were just saying that,
Oh, right,
Chris.
right, right.
You're
You are
Yeah.
so dumb.
I don't know what the actual name of the move is, like the actual name,
The
but it's
Loganizer.
yeah, it's a awesome
Oh,
like
the
what would that be?
pulverizer, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what we
Get
were
it
saying.
together.
All right, I gotta go take a shit.
All
Yeah.
right. So
No.
next match, what else do you have on this one, John?
I have
No, I mean
nothing.
that it was good. I mean the spots were clean. They did some really cool shit. Um, I was expecting more like streamers to come out and get beat up by AJ, and then it was just kind of a weird. And they had like Karrion Cross come out and be like, you know,
He got like pop of the night.
he's like, you know, be a mean guy. Do whatever you gotta do. And then I'm gonna cut all these promos because don't worry, Killer Cross is coming. Killer Cross is coming. I don't even care. Fuck
Hey man,
this. They don't want to book me.
his name's Karrion Cross now.
No, but he
No,
said Killer
that's
Cross
what
is
he
on the way.
said in his
Oh, did he?
shoot promo. Yeah, he did like a
Yeah.
backstage like
And a week
work
before that,
shoot,
yeah, a week
and he's
before
like,
that, he
"I'm
was,
tired of this bullshit."
yeah, he did like one of like Sam Roberts' podcasts or not even Sam Roberts, whoever they are backstage, some fucking
Um,
wrestling podcast that isn't as good as this one, basically, where they act like marks the whole time, like,
Shut
that's
up,
us.
Sep.
hey,
That's us.
Yeah,
hey,
that's us.
oh, how dare you, dude? Do you think marks have the favorite movie Flight Risk? I don't think so.
It's true.
That seemed like some
I
stand-up
know
guys.
one Mark who does though.
Yeah, his
Mark
name is Mark
Wahlberg.
Wahlberg.
Marky
Yeah.
Mark and the Funky Bunch. Yep.
Yeah, so up next
And
we got Lyra Valkyria. Kira. I always struggle with that name. And Becky Lynch defeated Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez.
It was.
it's like almost a Doom, but it's not. It was just like
It's just a
whatever.
doom because of like the circumstance.
Yeah. Oh, Becky's evil. What a surprise. Why doesn't Becky have new gear? What the fuck, dude? At least WrestleMania gear, but she just like went back to her like boring gear like before she was away for a while. And it's just like you're just coming back. Like, I don't know. There's nothing fresh about her, and she's just back to being bad, yeah, heel again, which she kind of like basically was for most of her last run before whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
And what she's
Meanwhile,
gonna be,
Seth has like $1,000 like designer shit on.
yeah.
Robes.
I guess like she's just gonna be in the IC title picture now and probably win the IC title because they can't. I don't
I think
know.
that's the match at Backlash.
Yeah, and I don't know. I hope that match is good. Bex, I'm not a gear guy, but in this case, I am. Change it up a
I'm a
bit.
gearhead.
I'm a fucking gearhead, dude. Let me tell you, full throttle.
Um, and then
Live to ride, ride to live.
Liv Morgan's taking time off to
Yeah,
shoot a
why?
movie.
Yeah, a Takashi Miike film, who you might know, directed Audition and the fuck's the other one?
The guy that does the thing.
I don't know. He's done a lot of stuff though. He's like a real big Japanese director. He's done like a billion.
Dude, what's it called? Bad Lieutenant Tokyo.
There you go. Yeah. Oh, he also did Itchy the Killer or Ichi the Killer.
Yeah,
I mean,
Is this related to Bad Lieutenant with who made that? Is that Keitel?
I feel like it might
Keitel was
be
in the original one.
because
I don't know
isn't
if
there
you.
also Bad Lieutenant Port of Call that has
Yeah, Port New
what's his
Orleans.
name?
Nicolas Cage was in that one. Nicolas Cage.
I don't know.
Yeah, Port of Call, New Orleans. Yeah.
Yeah, Port New Orleans, which is a fucking
Oh,
amazing movie, by the way.
and a hilarious name for a movie. Port
Oh,
of
Eva
Call, New
Mendes.
Orleans. Like so long.
Well, because it's not the original Bad Lieutenant, so it's a different story about another Bad
You're a
Lieutenant. But
lieutenant?
Yeah, but they could. Why did they call it Port of Call? They could have just called it Bad Lieutenant New Orleans.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess
Bad
I thought Port of
Lieutenant
Call sounded more
Port of
sophisticated.
Call
Hey,
Have you
Tokyo.
listen, I'm
guys
not
seen it? Have you
hating.
guys seen it though? I thought you've seen it,
I
Jason.
haven't. No, I haven't.
What I can tell you is it's fucking amazing. Like
Hmm.
it,
Hey,
I thought
man, it's Werner
I thought,
Herzog. So what do you expect?
yeah, no, not only that is it Werner
He did
Herzog,
Grizzly
but
Man.
you like literally the same thing happened to me as far as the title. It just made it seem like it was a straight to DVD or some fucking garbage, but it is
It
fucking
is very
awesome.
highly rated.
It is, dude. I'm telling you, you guys, and it's prime Nicolas Cage being a psycho, and there's so
Dude,
many
way to
scenes in it
bury
that
the
you just.
headline. It's got Val Kilmer and Exhibit in it.
Well, I was gonna.
Exhibit.
Why wouldn't you? I didn't want to ruin it for you, dude. You had to wait for
Anyway,
Val. But yeah, it's an awesome movie. You guys watched that with Lucky Number 11. You got two to add.
wow, what a double
I
feature.
better see it on the fucking watch list. I check your letterbox. I make sure.
Anyway, we
I'm
have the main event for night two, and that is John Cena defeating Cody Rhodes by pinfall. Everyone cried. Everyone wanted to throw up their lunch.
fiend, 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 fiend.
Weak match, weak payoff,
Hey,
weak bullshit.
yeah, and it's weak because you know everybody they got everybody saying, "Where the fuck was The Rock?" All this storyline, year long from last WrestleMania to this one. Oh, they don't need me. Cena could do it. It's not like, dude, the whole story is predicated on you too. You're gonna tell me Cody lost his title to a shit Cena that's an old lazy bastard now that just does low blows
Dirty
and
old dirty bastard.
yeah,
Yep.
exactly. He lost to him with help from Travis Scott. Okay, great. I did call the crossroads on him though, but of course it was going to happen. But
He took it kind of funny too.
yeah, and he's going to be having a tag team match at some point with Cena.
Yeah, I mean,
Damn.
not like let's
Like
set
Travis
aside
Scott,
The
yeah.
Rock fucking up creative plans and trying to rewrite like the whole year's like script. But like it was just a boring match, you
Yeah,
know? It was fucking boring. It was very slow.
didn't let Cody
And
cook.
then yeah.
Yeah.
Cody's one of the best in ring performers in the world. You know, it's he. I thought he could have. They could have cooked a little bit more, and it was just. And people are
Triple
just like, oh
H,
well, John Cena's anti wrestling. That's why he says he's going to leave with it. So he's just going to do cheap, shitty matches. It's all a part of his mentality as the heel, and it's just like, shut up, bitch.
that's a cop out.
A full cop out. Like the low blows and like the cheap shots and stuff. Like, yeah, that's cool. That goes with the storyline. But making a sucky match, I don't know. I don't know what storyline that goes with. And Travis Scott should have been involved, but so should have The Rock. You know. And Jason froze again.
Did I?
Not
I'm
for me,
here.
man.
Oh, there he is. But
All right.
yeah, there was. I just don't know how much you just how Cody drops it like that. It's doesn't make sense after all the matches and the shit he's been through. Had to beat like Roman with the whole fucking bloodline being involved. So what can you do? What can you really do except
Yeah, so
hopefully?
what do we think of this Mania altogether?
Well, let's start out. What night do you think was better,
Night two.
guys?
Night two.
Yeah.
Night two, I would say so. And night one ended better. Night two started better, but was more consistent.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, night one was a rough start. I thought um NXT Stand and Deliver was better than most of night one, to tell you the truth.
I'm a big Sol Ruka guy, so
Yeah, dude, she's fucking awesome.
yeah.
Stand and Deliver, it delivered this year. We won't go through every fucking match, but it was fucking really good. Ricky Saints, the Revolution was televised. Yeah, him and Ethan Page, that was a fucking awesome match and so creepy. So
Oh,
creepy seeing two. It was like AEW inside NXT, and it was creepy and cool. And they cooked. They
oh,
they they were cooking.
I wish I watched, but I was
I know. Well, it's
sleeping
at
probably.
noon. Yeah, it's like early or whatever. But when I've gone to Mania, like obviously the Mania event itself is what it is. One and two, it's the biggest event of the weekend. But Stand and Deliver, GCW, which we'll get into, like that steals the weekend. I wish ROH did an event again this weekend, but they didn't do one for this Mania or the last Mania, I don't think. But when LA, the ROH and the Stand Deliver events were fucking amazing, and like I don't know why ROH isn't part of Mania weekend or like setting that up anymore. Like because
I don't know.
they'll get the biggest crowd, like they'll get the biggest crowds of the year Mania weekend for ROH or any of that. Like I understand AEW not doing something Mania weekend, but why not ROH, Tony? What are you fucking doing? What are you doing? I guess he's too good to be a part of it. I don't know why NWA isn't try. And they were a little bit a part of Mania. We can say had some wrestlers. And we'll get to that at GCW, but I don't know what Billy's doing with that either. But at least Billy's starting to work with WWE and GCW and expand a bit. But Billy, wake up, have a Mania weekend. That'll be the biggest NWA crowd ever. I'm just doing the Joe Biden where he whispers, because maybe if I whisper, you'll fucking actually listen.
So
As we
guys, which indie events should we talk about?
Well, let's start with the GC Dub Collective. And I think we should start with Spring Break with the pod fan favorite
I
here,
I
Mr. Joseph Janela. What
I did
another
watch
wonderful
this one.
event. Yeah, so did I. Mr. And we got in utero era Joey Janela, and I love it. And
The Nirvana reference.
I commented that on his pick, and I knew he'd like it right away, and he did. Because I get it,
Wow.
Joey. I get you.
Anyway, night started off with GCW tag team title match, and there was a title change, guys. Balance is forever. You know I'm a big fan. I'm thinking maybe they might be going to AEW, something like that, maybe ROH. But Alec Price uh, started fighting them on his own because Cole Radrick broke his leg in a match against Violence is Forever. Then Jordan Oliver came out and helped out Alec Price, and they won the titles. So fun match, good stuff, a lot of young talent. Great way to start the night, you know.
Yeah.
Any thoughts? Anyway, up
No,
next there was a six-man
I
match that was
concur.
pretty good. It was the Wagner family, La Familia Wagner.
Von Wagner.
No, like Dr.
Exactly.
Wagner, CMLL guy, Dr. Wagner Jr. Oh,
I have his mask.
that's right. I
Dr.
think El Gringo
Wagner.
does too. Who?
Dr. Wagner.
I don't know, but anyway, they defeated Los Desperados, which is Jack Cartwheel, Aries, and Gringo Loco, and that was just like a fun lucha type match, you know? Good stuff.
I know.
You do. Up next, they had Megan Bain from AEW against Bozilla, who I don't really know too much about Bozilla, gotta be honest. Um,
Yeah, I don't I know of their existence, but I hadn't seen any Bozilla matches up until that point.
yeah, she's mostly out of Marigold, so I guess that's kind of where the
Yeah.
WWE homie connection, you know.
Yeah,
Homie.
yeah. They got that Marigold Connect now.
But yeah, it was a good match. Megan Bain's crazy. She won. Really pops off. Really just quite an athlete.
Yeah.
And yeah. Up next we got, can I just talk about the ones that I want to talk about, or I have to go through all of
Yeah.
these?
No, you don't have to go through all of them. Pick out the best matches, dude.
Do you want, dude?
Pick
Okay,
out the best
right on,
matches.
guys. Um, Atticus Cogar was doing career versus Max against Fuego del Sol, and that ended up being pretty gnarly. 'Cause he like cut off his mask. There was like a little bit of blood. And Fuego del Sol looked like he was gonna cry, and he took off his boots and left
Was
him in the ring.
Atticus WWE ID'd yet?
I don't know.
Because it seems like I don't know. It seems like he could be working his way toward. I mean, I towards being a psycho in NXT. I think
I
because
I could
Atticus has
see it.
always been out of the death match humans one of the best in ring wrestlers out of that realm. You know what I mean? That's always kind of his gimmick in the death match realm too. It's just like I can actually fucking wrestle. You know, like I can do the hardcore shit like a sick fuck,
Yeah,
but I can
I
actually.
think it's hard because he's a smaller guy. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
doesn't he try to? He reminds me. I've always looked at him as like do you guys like know like the Mega Man kind of storyline lore, like how like Mega Man's
The
like
video game.
evil, like cyborg brother, basically, like,
Yeah,
and he goes up
the
against
guy
him
that's
because they have,
red.
yeah. So that always reminded me of like Atticus Cogar, and then Joey Janela is just Mega Man. And I don't know who the evil scientist that made them in his lab, or how he got little kids, or whatever he did,
Brett
but
Lauderdale.
yeah, Brett
No,
Lauderdale.
it's Zandig. Sorry. Anyway,
Zandig, Zandig threw me through a plate of glass.
I got a couple
Yeah,
other matches to touch on.
yeah,
Gabe Kidd versus Mance Warner was really crazy. Very bloody
yeah.
match. It was. It
Talk
looked
about that
like.
spot though. Talk
Wait,
about the
which
spot.
spot? Which one?
Um, didn't he?
I watched like 500 matches this
No.
fucking.
So Warner, what was it like? He had it was his like lip or whatever that was like stapled to the fucking. What do you? What did? How did that work again?
I don't remember now.
It, it
I just
was
remember
one
there
of
was
the.
a lot of blood and I was engaged.
There's a lot of blood, but one of the craziest parts, it was like his mouth or whatever was like stapled to something like in the middle of the ring, or was it? I think it was. Yeah, I. It was like the biggest part of the match. So I don't.
Hey, listen, man. I'm trying my
Great,
best over here.
great. You know, you like the match. I can't remember either. All right, go to the next one. I'm archiving that too. Just fucking go to the next one, okay?
Oh, the screwdriver. They're using the screwdriver.
That's it. That
Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
I was
I
trying to
I just
remember.
there was another spot later on that night that I had stuck in my head. So but yeah, they were doing the screwdriver bit, Osprey style, Kyle Fletcher. But yeah, Gabe Kidd kind of looks like Chet Hanks.
Dude, he just got some
And
Chet vibes.
Mance
Gabe's
Warner kind of looks like Casey Fry. So do
Gabe's a
with that
beast,
what you
dude.
will.
I'm glad AEW locked that boy down. He's fucking he's a G.
Okay, I got two more matches, guys. Okay. This one is a fun one. It's the senior scramble match. And it was Damian 666, George South, Mike Jackson, Ricky Morton, and Robert Gibson. And they were all beating the hell out of each other, kind of the way old men could. And then Kerry Morton comes out. He starts talking some shit. And then they all just beat up Kerry Morton. And then they pin
Good.
him. It was pretty
Thank
funny.
you. Yeah, it was
Pretty
enjoyable.
funny stuff. And then the night ended with a no rope barbed wire match. Sabu defeated Joey Janela. A lot of crazy stuff happened. Yeah,
And this
so
match was sponsored by Mr. Put a Girl On because this was one of the best matches of Mania weekend. Now that our sponsor took
yeah.
over, bring us in.
And it was crazy because like Sabu is definitely struggling at certain points, like for
Yeah,
like calling the match and trying to figure out what they were doing. But
yeah,
they pulled it off. There was some crazy spots. He threw Sabu like into the ropes to like go into like this like structure of barbed wire, and he just like ripped
yeah,
right through the ropes and they just fell right off, and it was just
yeah. Well,
real gnarly.
yeah, like the barbed wire
um
ropes or whatever.
yeah, and
The
another
bump to
great
the
moment.
outside was fucked up too.
Yeah.
Was that what the one you're
well
getting into
but
now?
well yeah, so they did that. That Joey went through it once too, like one of the
Yeah,
structures.
yeah,
But the Kogar brothers came out. Speaking of Atticus and
yeah.
Otis is the other one. Yeah. So they came out
I think it's
and
Tucker. I think it's Tucker.
Tucker and
Tech.
Otis.
Yeah.
Anyway, he does a thing with the skewers. So he just like skewered the fuck out of
Yeah,
Janela's head. And then Sandman came to the rescue and took like a really long time to get through the crowd.
yeah. That was way
Kind of
too long.
hilarious.
That was way too long.
It was sick though.
No, he's awesome, but like, all right, you know what I
They should have
mean?
had him come in like an area that was easier to get to the ring from,
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's
not
the thing. He
just.
like up there, then all of a sudden it's just like, all right, TikTok, okay, okay, all right. But yeah, that was a cool moment. Of course, you gotta have Sandman. Where was Tommy Dreamer? Huh?
Busy, I
Caden
guess.
Too
eating,
busy getting
eating
busted open.
Oreos.
He was
On a
dreaming.
busting open podcast, man. Listen to a couple of assholes talk about dumb shit. So if you guys like dumb shit and
That's
don't like cool
us.
podcasts, go on over to Busted Open. Don't listen to us. Don't listen to us.
They
Go
don't
to the
even
go to the show that doesn't even
Don't
talk
say
about
that.
slam.
they
They
don't
don't
even
talk
they don't
about
even
slam.
they don't do quizzes.
They don't do
Oh shit,
quizzes
we should
and they
do a
don't play slam.
quiz.
Yep, it's quiz time. We finished the general match, but the one spot I wanted to talk about before we go to the start looking the quiz up, and I'll talk about this
You
spot.
got it.
So
Oh, also
Oh,
one other
Jason.
note before you get into that, Brody Lee Jr. won the clusterfuck, guys.
it's Buffalo Bill. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
You know, I don't know
Yeah,
what
that
your
that
issue
that
is. He's a
was
child.
okay. Thank you. You know, I'm about to go cornet on that. You know what I mean? That was one of my worst moments of the weekend. Okay, that was garbage. Clusterfuck had a lot of cool humans in it. Oh, that's so funny. He wins, so he can do what? Have some stupid match like Nicholas. Like he can do some stuff, but
I mean, to be fair, who no one knows who's won any of the clusterfucks after it happened. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't
exactly.
think it matters who wins.
Well, I wanted Nasty Leroy to win, so
That's true.
Hey, he did his thing. Nice Leroy did his thing, and then
Yeah,
he
it
ended
did.
up
That's going on the
the
highlight reel, baby.
JCW. The JCW Juggalos took him out, and Mickey
Yeah,
Knuckles sat on his face real hard.
yeah. And yeah, we called him to
Pretty cool.
congratulate him, and he ghosted us. He said, "I don't know you guys. Who the
He
fuck
said,
is this calling?"
I'm Mania nasty. I don't need y'all anymore.
Yep.
Never did.
Fuck. Fuck. So as I was saying in the match, there's a spot. I thought even nastier than the into the barbed wire fucking box thing or whatever was when Sabu was thrown out of the ring and went directly out into the concrete.
Yeah,
And
scary.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
that
but
was
what was
fucked
funny
up.
about it was like the
Oh, and
all the
his
refs.
head like split open.
Yeah, and then like it was funny because like the refs ran
Gnarly.
over to check him right away even before they saw like the aftermath of it. And right like, as soon as they went over, like, oh hey, you okay? Like he started pushing him off because it was like a real concern. It wasn't like a shoot, and he was like, get the fuck away from me. You could literally see him mouthing
Yeah.
like, because he's ECW legend. Like even if he doesn't have much in the tank and he's old as fuck now, like he still has that same mentality. Like if and that's disrespectful. Like, oh, you're doing because I'm an old guy. You're worried about me. Fuck you. Get the fuck off of me. So I
Yeah.
love that. That was like
It was
the shoot
insane
part that I
though,
loved.
because
I love
his
that.
head like laid onto the door after it like smacked the floor, and like he like rubbed it across like the door, and it was just like the largest fucking blood print. It was insane.
Yeah, it was gnarly, and Janelle did great.
Elder
And Janelle
abuse.
didn't Janelle just have that surgery only a couple months ago too,
I think so.
Probably. Oh yeah,
right? Or
yeah. The one with his arm, yeah.
yeah, was it tricep or
I think it
forget?
was
But
bicep. I think it was his
I said
bicep.
there was definitely something that should have waited a lot longer than that. But I didn't really see him like
Well,
favorite
that's
like
why
the
at the
arm
end,
too much. He's a badass.
yeah, at the end he said, he said he would do it. He wanted to make it happen, and Sabu's on his Rushmore. So,
Yeah,
I'm glad
I'm sure his
he made
mentality
it
was
come
like,
true.
if I damage it and fuck up, I don't care. I'll just get another surgery and who cares. And that's why Janela is he's one of the goats in my eyes. And hopefully Tony Khan would wake the fuck up one day and mend bridges. It'd
Hey,
be nice.
listen, you never know.
Trips calls Janela over, and you guys finally have to watch WWE. You have no choice. Um, that's what I'm hoping for.
Hey, we'll
That's what I
see.
wish.
Anyway, guys, which quiz should we do?
We thought you already picked it out. That's why me
Why
and
why
Chris.
why would I ever pick it out? You guys always give me a
This
hard
is
time.
because
I'm
because
tired
you.
of it.
All right, what kind of category are you thinking, guys? It's
First
post
world
wrestling.
title.
Like wrestling.
WWE.
Yeah, but we're like amateur wrestling, like Bischoff and Hogan are doing, and Iggy
Okay, we're gonna do this
Talkbase.
one.
And what one
We're
is
gonna do
that?
this one. It doesn't matter because you told me to pick one. So you know what, guys?
Well, it better be a competent choice, or we're gonna fucking scream. And
Yeah,
Chris is never gonna
whatever.
bulk trade you shit again. Tamina, yeah, okay. You'll get nothing.
Okay,
What is
All right,
guys.
this? What am I doing?
So we have to figure out. Uh-oh. Don't look at that
oh,
ad.
an ad. Yeah, that ad's against the
Um,
law.
so which promotion did they win their first world title? WWE,
W.
WCW, TNA, or ECW?
All right, so the first world title, just like an IC title or something. So world heavyweight. All right. So press play. Let's fucking do it. We got 4 minutes.
E
Yeah. Yep. No. Yep.
No, it was
TNA. It was
TNA.
TNA.
You're an
Yeah.
idiot,
WCW.
dude.
I said
Yeah. It's W.
TNA.
Ah.
Yeah. He said E. E's for TNA, right?
Yeah, for
T.
Booker, it was
W.
Oh,
WCW. Scott Steiner, it
sorry.
was
E's for TNA.
WCW.
WCW.
Big Show,
WCW. WCW.
yeah.
W.
Jericho,
Not world.
WWE.
Yeah.
yeah, it's the E.
The E.
Ken Shamrock, the
It might be
E.
TNA.
Fuck, it
TNA.
was TNA in
This is TNA.
2002.
Wait.
TNA. TNA. TNA.
Yeah,
Wait. So wait. Why the? So we got
ECW.
that wrong?
Mike
That's
Awesome,
fucked
yeah,
up, dude.
ECW. Bubba
You
Ray
guys fucked
Dudley,
those up.
TNA.
you fucked it up. Shut up,
No, I
Sid.
didn't.
WWE.
WWE.
Or
And
W. Yeah.
I had both of those right. And you came out
ECW
ECW.
there.
for Bam Bam Bigelow, yeah. Chris
Yeah.
WB.
Benoit,
WB.
WWE.
It was.
WCW.
Oh, you're right.
That's right.
He won and
2000 at
left.
the
Yeah.
end. Yeah, at the end.
ECW.
Shane Douglas,
Yeah,
ECW,
EC
Rhino,
ECW.
ECW,
Dub,
Lex Luger,
WCW.
WCW, Jeff Hardy.
WWE.
I meant to do fucking
What the
anyway.
fuck is wrong with you, dude?
R Truth,
TNA, 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 TNA,
TNA, yeah. Ron Killings,
WWE.
WWE,
WWE, Eddie Guerrero
WCW.
WCW,
was
WCW,
Jeff Jarrett, Rey
WWE,
WWE.
Mysterio, WWE, Rob Van Dam,
E.
ECW.
E.
Fuck, it was
WWE.
WWE.
He only won the
Raven,
television title. He never got it. Yeah,
ECW.
ECW,
ECW, Raven, AJ
TNA.
Styles,
TNA.
TNA, Taz,
ECW.
ECW.
Yeah.
Wow.
That one sucked, dude.
Yeah, let's do one more because we should have had all those right. So can we
Fuck
do
you
another quiz
guys.
like that? That's quick.
Yeah,
Find a cool one
yeah,
quick.
yeah.
And in the meantime, I would love to talk about. I guess we actually hit every like almost every rapid fire today, which is kind of fucked up. But we
I saw on Twitter there's rumors that WWE releases are coming soon.
yeah,
Tomorrow
they
or
kind of have
Saturday.
to. They usually do at some point every year. I'm sure it's gonna be no one too crazy. Just kind of people that aren't being used.
I'm thinking
And
Roman.
yeah, Roman's on his way to
Mhm.
AEW right now. I mean, what do you guys think about Bailey being upset and maybe how do you think she would fit in AEW if that ever happened?
I don't know. She said she has like a year and a half, 2 years left on her contract. I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like if anyone could get out of the contract sooner or later from WWE, it would probably be her.
I don't see her leaving.
No.
So
I think
How
honestly she's
about
just trying to turn this into an angle, to tell you the truth. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like and I guess I don't know, maybe end up being heel again.
One of AEW's worst misses is not signing Naomi when they had the chance.
Yeah. Tony Khan dropped the ball on that. He for sure did. And she killed it in
Fucking
TNA.
bullshit, man.
He legitimized TNA, honestly.
Jason, what's going on, dude?
guys? I don't
Your
know
heavy
what
quiz.
kind of quiz you fucking want.
I want a good one.
Yeah, we
WWE
want
tag teams of the '90s.
No, I didn't watch them.
no. Um the
Uh,
last quiz was interesting.
oh yeah, because I thought you fucking hated it. So you know what,
No,
guys?
I hated when you put the wrong answers.
NXT
That's what I
Takeover
hated.
main events.
Yeah,
Sure.
okay.
Yeah, try
No,
it. No, I
absolutely
say
not.
try it because we're not gonna get any.
No, we're not gonna get any of
No,
them,
let's
and
do it.
we're
Let's
gonna
do it. Let's
embarrass
do it.
ourselves.
No, let's
Do like
do it.
why don't you do like IC
No, no,
titles
no,
or
no, no, no,
something?
no. Do the NXT one. I want to do that one.
Oh god. All right, let's do the NXT one. This is gonna be awful. This is gonna be
Hey, listen,
fucking insane. Stand and
show your
deliver.
fucking
Okay.
knowledge, dude. Do you rock with the E or do you fucking
Bro,
rock with the P?
girls go to college to get more knowledge.
We're talking about
True.
developmental right
All
here,
right,
right?
Okay.
Johnny Gargano.
173? What the
We
fuck?
have 9 minutes. It's fine.
Get the fuck out of here. Yeah,
Samoa
Johnny
Joe,
Gargano
Samoa
should fill.
Joe, Adam Cole,
Yeah, Adam Cole for sure.
Finn Balor.
Yeah.
Nope,
Kyle
no.
O'Reilly after that.
Yeah, I mean
Um,
Seth Rollins. Really? He didn't make any. All right.
Yeah, I guess not.
Did Bailey?
Bobby Fish. Bobby
You
Fish.
spelled it wrong
How do you spell Bailey?
with a Y.
Yeah, we got Bobby Fish, baby.
No, two Y's. No
Yeah.
I. No eyes. No
Bailey. Yeah.
eyes.
We're not drinking Bailey out of a boot.
Sasha Banks.
Sasha. Charlotte.
I don't know if Charlotte did.
Bo
Yep,
She
she
Dallas.
did.
did.
Bo Dallas.
Oh, because she did that.
Wow,
What
Bo
if
Dallas was the first one.
Yo
Yeah.
Velveteen
NXT
Dream?
rival.
Yeah.
Velveteen Dreams. How do you fucking spell that?
I don't fucking know.
Velvet
Velvet
Team.
Teen. I guess he didn't.
Yeah.
Damian Priest. Damian Priest.
Nope, it's an A.
It is an
Isn't
A.
it? I guess not. Maybe it's
Really?
not spelled like that.
Well,
I don't know.
can you go down a little bit and see what else we've? I can't see the whole screen. I don't
There's
know.
like 80 War Games matches.
Yeah, I just want to. Okay.
Keep going down.
All of
Roderick
this.
Strong.
Yeah, Roddy. He's the only one we're missing out of the boys.
Pete Dunne.
Yep.
And then Gunther and Walter. Oh,
Not
Pete
Pete
Dunne didn't.
Dunne.
He wasn't in any of those War Games matches.
Did you get
Uh,
Walter? Maybe put Gunther.
I think it took. I think it did take.
how do you
Oh,
spell
did
Dijakovic?
Just type in
Dijak?
Donovan.
D-I, yeah. K. You had it. You just had to put a K.
Oh,
Okay. Did he come
anyway.
up or no?
Yeah, he did.
Okay. Bray Wyatt.
I don't think so.
Swerve.
Um,
All right, let's start from what was the main event this weekend?
um, throw in Trick Williams.
Yeah, and who's the other guy? Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah, Carmelo's from previous ones. Yeah, Carmelo Hayes. Obi Femi.
Femi.
Oh,
That's how you spell it. So I don't know.
no, it isn't. Obi Femi.
It's not how John pronounces it, but
No, did they not have the last weekends? Is there
I don't know
last?
how old this is.
Yeah, they don't have. Yeah, so they don't have
I
it.
don't know.
So you put Trick Williams, right? Um,
We did. I did Wesley too. It didn't
Is
come up.
Ricochet?
yeah, Ricochet should be on here.
Yep.
Is
Um,
um is Alistair Black?
What was his name? What was Swerve's name?
Isaiah
Swerve Strickland. I don't know.
Isaiah Scott. His name was Isaiah Swerve Scott.
Is it really?
Yes, fucking type it in, bitch, and you'll see.
How do you spell that?
I don't think it's gonna come up because he was a mid Carter basically at NXT.
ISI
Fuck this, man.
Isaiah
Scott. I mean, that's not how you spell it. See what?
Top Dollar. Dude,
How would,
they
how would Top Dollar be in the main event? If
How the hell did Top Dollar not
none of
main
them were.
event?
None of them were. I'm
who
telling
did
you, they were
who did
curtain jerkers that
who did
did
Extra
promos.
Loomis?
who
No.
did Samoa Joe face in NXT Takeover 36?
Yeah, when he
Cameron
was like
Grimes.
45 years old.
I don't
Um,
know any of this. Yeah, he's a part
Is
of the.
Braun
He was
Austin
Braun
being
Theory. Okay,
developed. Dude.
Austin Theory.
Braun Breaker?
Yeah, Braun Breaker is a huge one we've been missing. Tommaso Ciampa.
I forgot about that guy.
That's
Yeah,
gonna fill up a few for us. I try to forget about him, but
it's not how you spell that. There's no H.
It's CI. Yeah, you stick the H out. Yep.
I don't know. I don't. We can't
It's
spell.
not working, guys. We don't know how to fucking spell his name.
I don't think it's two
Um,
M's. You had two M's. I don't think it is. I think it's one M.
It
it's
was
actually two M's.
not two S's. Yeah,
You fucking
bro. Who was in that War
idiots.
Games match?
So you got it. You got him.
Yeah.
We got Champa.
Um,
I'm trying to
Oh,
think.
Imperium, guys.
We were saying Gunther before. We told you to put in Walter. Did Walter come
Well,
up or
we
I
already
put
Gunther?
had
in
it.
Walter, but I'm
Walter's in.
just trying to
Oh yeah.
remember what.
I don't
Gio-
think Ludwig was in a main event.
Giovanni Vinci, the War Games he's talking about.
Did Ludwig just come up?
No,
How do you spell his name?
he had a different name. They all had different names.
He wasn't. Was he just Kaiser? It wasn't
No,
Ludwig Kaiser.
his name was the one guy's name was like Fabio Archer or some bullshit.
Jesus
Oh yeah, dude.
Christ.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's not
Yeah.
how you
It
spell it.
didn't work, guys.
Just type in Archer and see if it pops up.
Nope.
All right, let's
Shayna. All right, let's go back to women. Shayna
Sheamus.
Baszler.
Sheamus.
He was never get the fuck out of here.
This is the hardest fucking names to spell, dude.
Does Baszler have a Y in it, or the
No,
Shayna
it's a
does?
Y.
Yeah,
So,
Shayna Baszler's on that. She has to be, right? She was like a champ,
bro,
and
who is
You
in that
guys,
three-way
you
for
guys
In
are
Your
gonna have to
House?
spell
Oh,
it out.
type in EO Sky or EO
yeah,
Shirai.
Io, yeah.
Type
She
in
just
EO. Type in her old name.
Oh, I did. I think it worked.
IO. Oh,
Yeah,
it
it
did.
worked.
Oh, it did. All right. Who's in that match? Is Tiffany Stratton in any of this?
I don't what year is this
Dude,
final
Bianca
fucking
Belair.
thing? I don't know when this goes to. That's the problem.
Oh, it
Oh,
was Rhea
there it is.
Ripley, dude. Come on, you guys are
There's still another one.
stupid.
There's still night one with Io Shirai.
Um, so I think of current people. Tony D'Angelo.
Was Asuka in any of these?
Tony D'Angelo.
Nope.
No.
The
What
family
Asuka?
never
Just type
got.
in Asuka. No.
Nope.
Go back up. Go to the old ones. Who were in the old ones?
Who the fuck did Bo Dallas fight at the first NXT
Oh,
arrival?
was it Neville?
Yeah, right. Neville was like in that fucking era.
That's
Yeah, there you
Yes,
right.
go.
Fuck.
yes.
Yeah, we just
Okay,
need to like
okay.
try to tackle eras. Yeah, we got.
Who else was in
Oh,
that
Sami
earlier?
Zayn and Kevin Owens.
You're a genius,
Yeah.
dude.
Did you type in Wesley earlier?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
it didn't come up.
I can't believe you forgot about Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Fuck.
It was so long ago, dude.
Do, do, do,
I don't know,
do.
man. I'm blanking.
Where? Who else is from like the Rollins? What about Roman Reigns? Or
What
He
about
didn't come up either because I guess I didn't.
what about Cesaro?
Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, Drew.
Maybe when he had his old comeback, he came to.
Only one.
But who
Yeah,
did he
no, fuck
fight?
us
Who
up.
the fuck did he fight?
Type in type
No
in
one knows.
Cesaro.
Cesaro. Does Cesaro ever do NXT though?
No, I don't know. I'm trying to think of that for Shinsuke. Yeah.
Yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Hope you need a U there, buddy.
Hmm.
You're missing a U. Okay. S. Yeah. No. Oh, this is how you spell it.
Hey
Okay.
man, I figured it out. I figured it out.
Hmm. Now this is where we're stumped.
Who were we missing?
I don't fucking know.
Wow, Shinsuke versus Samoa Joe. I might have to go watch that.
All right, we have to think of somebody, guys. We got like 20 seconds.
I'm blanked. I can't believe Pete Dunne's not on there.
I
Yeah.
paused it, guys.
Pause it for a second. Let's think. We got 20 seconds.
They
Did we
get
put
one.
Becky Lynch? Did we put Becky Lynch?
All right,
No,
try it.
we're back in. It worked.
Oh,
Pause it.
wow.
Pause it.
One.
Pause it. Quick. Pause it. Pause it.
Pause.
Pause it. You just wasted 5 seconds for us. Come on. Every time we think, we got to fucking. I don't know who we're missing.
I
Do
have
we
no
put
idea.
Charlotte too? Do we put
Yeah,
Charlotte?
yeah.
Everyone from that
Yes,
era.
yeah.
Oh man, Naomi. No, she was in. She
No,
was in
no.
NXT. She was Funkadactyls.
Don't Nia Jax was not in it.
No. You just wasted 4 seconds. No, 5, 6.
I think it's
Um.
over, man.
Bianca
think
Belair.
it's-
Have we put? Did we
Yeah,
put
Yes,
Bianca?
it didn't
no,
come up.
you typed it wrong. You put a space between Belair.
Um.
Didn't
Tried it
matter
both
anyway.
ways, guys.
Baron Corbin.
Pete Dunne is in it. How come it didn't work?
Occam's razor,
He
dude.
probably put no
Occam
E on
and
it. Was Baron Corbin?
Razor.
Eric Young. That's right. That dumb fuck. Alexander Wolf would have never
Tyson
gotten.
Tyson Kidd.
Okay,
Tyler Breeze. Wow.
Killian Dane. Andrade. What the fuck were
Bobby
we
Roode. I
thinking?
totally forgot
He
about
killed it at that
Bobby
level.
Roode.
Bro,
Yeah, Joe Coffey wasn't
did you
happening.
spell Pete Dunne wrong?
I thought you spelled it right.
He didn't put an E at the end.
I spelled it like Ryan
Probably.
Dunn.
Come on, dude.
Joe
But Joe
Coffey.
Coffey,
See,
we would
look,
have never.
look, that's their names. That's Ludwig and what's his face? Fabian Archer or
Hands.
Etchner. Go back down.
Yeah, we're
Wait,
trying
where is
to.
it? Oh, it's down. It's
Down.
down.
And then Marcel Barthel. Yeah,
Oh,
that was
Fabian Aichner.
and that's Giovanni Vinci. Yeah. Oh, carrying
I don't know.
cross.
That we're dummies for forgetting that.
Damn. Tyler Bate.
Dude, Joe Coffey though. What does he do now? What's
I
his
can't
name?
believe we forgot Pat. Oh, we spelled Tony D'Angelo wrong too.
Dude, I know that like who the fuck is Joe Coffey now? Does he have that same name in
I have no
wrestling?
idea.
I can't believe we forgot about the Epic War Games with Pat McAfee.
Jason, do you know who fucking Joe Coffey is?
The UK guy. Oh,
Do
He
you
might
guys?
they bit
what happened? The
yeah.
white screen.
He was
Oh.
basically there just in NXT just for a cup of coffee. And then he was gone.
I'm pretty sure
I
he's
don't
still.
know.
I'm pretty sure he's still employed. Go back to the fucking
Employed
screen.
where though? Where is he employed to? Let's see this. Okay.
He still works for WWE. I'm pretty sure.
Joe Coffey? what does he do? He's like NXT or like what is
I
he?
don't fucking know.
Cleans the loads up in the fucking
Oh,
shop
J
in
you
the
for
locker room
I can't
showers.
believe you guys forgot Ethan Page and Joe Hendry.
We're idiots. I thought I well
And
I
Sean Spears.
well my
Bro,
problem is
Joe.
this wasn't up to date. I thought it is.
There's a
So
lot of other
wait,
problems we had.
so why didn't that's weird because
It's not up to
Apollo
date.
Crews.
yeah because the Obafemi match isn't on here and like yeah
Yeah,
that's
John, to
weird.
answer your question, he's the leader of Gallus.
Of what?
Gallus?
Oh, so that's right.
Gallus?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I because his name always sounds familiar, but like I could care less about that stable. You know,
Wow. Well,
it's
that
like that's
was
it. It's like Chase U that I don't. I fucking hate that one dude. The skinny dude with the fucking goatee. Like I'm done with Chase U. I'm glad.
I forget his name. I think it's
Hey
I'm
man,
Keys.
I'm all about the family with Tony
I'm just
D'Angelo.
so glad we talked about all the week's wrestling, and now we can just rest another day knowing that we
Knowing
brought to
that
the
what, dude?
masses.
You
Knowing
didn't.
that what?
You don't want to.
Knowing that we brought to the
You don't
masses.
want to speed run AEW real fast.
Okay, right now I got you. MJF, they're not letting him in the Hurt Syndicate. He gave them a car. He gave them women. He gave them like people that were like cheering for them or
And a
whatever,
watch.
and a watch. And they all said "fuck you." And then he was like,
Well, only Bobby
"You're a
Lashley
bald
said "fuck
bitch."
you."
Yeah, and he said, "Bobby Lashley, you're a bald bitch. Fuck you." And yeah, and
You
then
think they're just waiting for Cedric Alexander's contract to run out because it runs out like May 9th?
Dude,
yeah, probably
I really I
buying
don't
time.
I still think it's a miss not having Evil Ricochet be a part of their group.
I don't know. I like what he's doing right now by himself.
I like
So
what
do
he's
I.
done.
So do I. But I feel like that there was no point in that segment because they just like embarrassed him, kind of. And but
Whatever.
I like that he keeps making jokes now about being bald at least. So
I like Ricochet's character right now.
I like this. I liked when
Yeah,
he put like the hair over his bald head.
Matt Jackson.
Yeah,
yeah, that was pretty good.
I was fucking dying, dude. That was
Yeah, that match was
my
awesome.
my
Yeah, it
wife's
was
like,
good.
why are you laughing in bed right now? I'm just like, look at the screen. And she looked up and she said,
Uh,
oh, okay.
you were looking at yeah.
What's Tony Storm up to right now, guys? I can't remember.
She just fought Miyu Yamashita. Is that her
Oh
name?
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then I think she's kind of just like waiting for to see who wins first. Mercedes Moné versus Jamie Hayter at Double or
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
What else happened, Jason? Go ahead. You said you wanted to take
Also,
care of it.
yeah, no, listen, exactly. That's I'm just trying to make sure you're awake. And
W
then
and BC.
Sasha cut a little promo.
That's not her name.
Mercedes cut a little promo.
Sasha. That's all he hears. Sasha.
Mercedes Banks, Mercedes
Mercedes,
Monet cut a
Mercedes
promo.
Banks would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't even really
Yeah.
remember what about,
Then
but
Jamie Hayter came out.
that's right.
Yeah.
So
Becky
I'm
Lynch
thinking
2.0 came out.
it could be Jamie versus Mercedes.
Tony. It already is. That's why she came out.
I forgot that she beat Athena.
You're the fucking worst at this, dude.
Oh God, dude. Then why don't you just take it?
Okay. Then we had John Moxley's fighting Samoa Joe in a cage
that's gonna
match
be
in
fun.
2 weeks.
Dude, I'm excited about that. This is the most exciting part of this fucking Death Rider
Which
story.
will probably lead to anarchy in the arena at Double or Nothing.
Yep.
We
Joe
also
and the
got
boys.
Osprey versus Hangman.
No, we didn't, because it was Kyle Fletcher. Oh yeah, we got that. But the match was Kyle
It's
Fletcher
coming,
versus
yeah.
Hangman.
Yeah, that was a very good match. Crazy style. You know,
Yeah.
that's all I'll say. And
But what
we
about the
can leave it
match
at
of the
that,
night?
guys. What's your movie
Wait,
of the
what?
week?
Wait, what about Kenny?
Oh yeah,
That was
What
the
about
Kenny.
match in that.
Yeah.
how could you gloss over a fucking clinic in the ring? That was a pay-per-view match on a Wednesday night, dude.
What,
What
Nick
were you?
Wayne versus Jay Lethal?
Yeah, I'm glad Papa Christian's so proud of his little boy, his little baby boy, and he put the belt around him. That was cute. Because fine, he's done being a loser, dude. Christian finally got through to him. You slap a little kid or
Oh,
not, they'll win a TV title.
did you guys see that Luchasaurus was at the Knicks game in full like Luchasaurus mask
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, and it makes me very, very
in the
happy
crowd? Yeah.
because I don't know, I love that guy, and like I hope he's on a road to recovery and doing better because yeah, that was scary and fucked up, all that shit, and yeah, I'm I'm sure he's got top docs and shit. So Lucha, we love you, we miss you, and you come back to us and you take care of Papa Christian because he needs all the help he can get.
My movie of the week is High School High with John Lovitz. And
Go ahead.
yeah, pretty funny stuff. You know, it's made from the guy that made PCU. Some of it's a little dated. It's got Tia Carrere from Wayne's World. And yeah, you know, good movie. I had some laughs.
John?
Yeah, so my movie, I since we're doing the picture thing, I sometimes people pick like the same movie, but like I can't stop watching it, and
All right.
Okay, Minecraft movie
la
again.
la la lava, chicken, number one song, and it's only 35 seconds. Just history, the history and the historic moments this movie keeps bringing this broken down piece of shit society and world. But at least we got Minecraft. And yes,
Amen.
I keep watching the fucking shit rip that like where you can see like the faces on the like the people and like the backgrounds all fucked up, and that's my favorite one. I haven't seen the one in the movies yet. I've just been watching like the scary fucked up one, and it's so good. I'm afraid to watch the real movie in theaters because it might not meet my expectations, and I'll be like, I want to see those blocks with fucking heads on them. And they're just like the people come up in the background. It's just like, and you just see their fucking heads out of nowhere, and like it looks like 1980s cartoon backgrounds. It's fucking, dude. It's so good, and it like makes everything make a lot more sense to me. And
Chris, what was your movie?
Okay, now the tagline of this movie is the true story of the Mitchell brothers, America's original porn kings. Now, if you had to guess, what two famous actor brothers play the Mitchell brothers? This movie was made in 2000. If you could think of two sick fuck actor brothers. Come on, dead air, Jason.
Skarsgård.
In 2000?
Um,
Come on, man. You know them, you love
Mark
them.
Wahlberg and Donnie.
No, you know them and you love them. I'll give you a
Uh,
hint. They don't have the same last name.
oh, I was gonna say Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez.
Yes,
Is that
sir. It's
really who it's?
Charlie Sheen and Emilio
Wow.
Estevez
Well, you said 2000s, and that's how I was like, nah.
in Rated X, where
Rated
they're both
X.
really bald in it.
Sounds like a good movie.
And do you know who directed it?
Who?
Emilio Estevez.
Wow. I think didn't he
It's a
also
true it's a
direct
true story.
Men at Work?
They both did.
Wow.
Oh no, Emilio just directed it. I think they both wrote it. Nope. Oh nope. Emilio did both. Never mind. And John doesn't even care about my movie of the week. He fucking left.
Yeah. Well,
Guys, it's available on Amazon Prime.
that's amazing.
And want me to spoil the
Well,
end because it's a true story?
what?
I'll spoil the movie because it is a true story. So you have to look
Yeah,
it up.
tell us.
And
Tell
you're not
us.
going to watch it anyway.
I kind of want to. I just added to my watch list.
Charlie Sheen's character gets too coked out and too dangerous, so, and threatens to keep killing people. So Emilio Estevez fucking shoots him.
That's what I'm gonna do to John if he keeps walking away from the podcast.
Thing in
like
the
this.
Minecraft movie.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, so Rated X. It's not very good, but it is Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez.
Wow.
And it has no business being almost 2 hours long.
You should watch Autofocus.
The chicken
after.
lava was at my
Another,
door.
like porn type film.
What do you think of me?
Hey man, it's got Greg Kinnear. It was pretty good. Also got Willem Dafoe. True story about the guy from Hogan's Heroes. Anyway,
Yeah.
John, you missed it, but we're signing off now.
Yeah, I know. I want to ask you one thing. Do you guys think the hype about Sinners is real? Have you guys seen it?
I saw it and it's real. It's fucking
Yeah, I want to
awesome.
go see it.
All right. Well, I love you guys, and I love everyone in the wrestling world, except Busted Open fans. Don't listen to them.
Bro, that's Nasty
Turn,
Leroy.
turn it off. Yeah, exactly. Leroy, let us
We're trying
change
to
your
wake him
mind.
up from his
I'm just
prison.
kidding. I'm just kidding. Bubba and the boys are always cool by us. All right, we're just playing games. We love those guys.
I'm
Rated
not
X
being
on
a
Amazon
mark.
Prime.
I'm not being a mark.
Invasion
angle.
Bet you love that sweet ass podcast. I am John Cena and I approve this message. Boobies.